Hey guys, it's your xoxocloudyfidgets, and in this video, let's make a cardboard craft inspired by the viral lip oil. And here's how the final result looks like, and you can also twist the cap on and off. Alright, to start off, I'm going to be using this plastic film, and if you're wondering, it's actually from a container that I found in my house. Then this part is optional, but I have a piece of tinted plastic. And this is to make the inside of the container later, but if you don't have tinted plastic, feel free to use regular plastic. And the results will still turn out really cool. Then I'm also going to be using a sheet of cardboard, and this one is from a tissue box. And also all of the measurements for the cardboard and the plastics will be linked in the description box. Alright, and now here's some other materials that we will also be using in this video. So first we have aluminum foil. Then this one is a silver sticker paper, but it's actually optional. A sheet of paper, hot glue, stuffing, markers, and tape. And if you don't have a material listed here, feel free to pause on the next clip where I'm going to provide the alternatives. Here they are, and feel free to pause. Alright, and now let's move on to step 1. Building the base. This part will sound really familiar if you have watched my previous tutorial video, and I'll link it here. Alright, so I have my sheet of plastic, and I'm just going to trim it into the measurements we need. Alright, so there's mine, and as you can see for the base piece, I use an X-Acto knife to draw the lines, and that is because I can bend them later. But however, if you're working with stiffer plastic, I just recommend cutting them all out together. So that way you only need to tape it and you don't need to bend it after. And for mine, I'm just going to start bending on these lines. So here's mine, and now I'm just going to grab a piece of tape and tape these two sides together. Here's how mine looks so far. And now I'm just going to place the base square right here and tape it on all the sides. This is what mine looks like so far. On Hey Jupiter. Now let's move on to step 2, where we're going to build the interior of this container. So I'm going to begin by trimming this tinted sheet of plastic. But also you can feel free to use clear plastic if you don't have tinted ones. And here are the two pieces that we're going to be using. And this part is fairly similar to the last part, and I also cut out the lines using an X-Acto knife. I'm also going to bend this piece. So here's how mine looks like, and I'm also going to tape this side too. So here it is after taping the sides together. And now I'm just going to tape this base square on the bottom. And here it is. And now as you stack these two together, you can see that the inner piece is supposed to be the lip oil and the outer piece is the container. Which now means, well, let's move on to step number 3. Connecting the base pieces all together. Honestly, I don't even know what this step is called, but pretty much building that piece right there. Alright, I'm going to grab another plastic film and cut it into the measurements we need. And here it is. And I'm just going to take this inner piece and tape them together. And if you're wondering how I tape them, I just cut out the tape on all of these 4 sides. Put the piece on and trimming out these excess tape. And here's how it looks like. And I'm going to stack them together and tape these sides as well. And here it is. And now I'm going to grab some sticker paper and cut it out into the measurements we need. Here it is. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top part here. And here's how it looks so far after wrapping them together. Okay, and now I'm just going to grab this plastic film, cut it into a strip. Alright, and here it is. I'm going to tape it together and form it into a circle. And here is mine. Now I'm just going to carefully hot glue the circle on top. And here's how it looks so far. So let's move on to step number 4. Building the lid. We're going to make the applicator, the lid, and the little handle on top. I'm going to grab this cardboard piece and trim it. Alright, so these are the 3 pieces that we're going to be using for the lid. And I'm just going to cover them with the silver sticker paper. And also a quick note, if for this part you're deciding to use tinfoil instead of the silver sticker paper, I would suggest use tape instead of hot glue. And this is because the aluminum foil transfers heat really fast and it will become really hot. Alright, here they are, and I also made them double-sided as well. I'm just going to start by folding this piece and tape them together. So here it is. And I'm going to tape this on top. And here is how it looks so far. And now I'm going to glue the circle on top. And here it is. Alright, and now I'm going to grab a sheet of paper and make the applicator. So let's start off by rolling it and taping it together. Now I'm going to trim the paper here and tape it. So here it is. And here it is taped and trimmed. And I'm just going to glue it on the inside of the lid. Here's how it looks so far. Alright, and for the tip of the applicator, I'm going to take some stuffing. And if you don't have any stuffing, you can always feel free to use a Q-tip. And the idea is from this comment. If you want to make your own applicator with stuffing, I'm just going to color it. And here it is. I'm going to grab a smaller piece of the stuffing and put some hot glue over it. And I'm going to wait for it to dry a little bit and then mold it. And make sure to be very careful with this part because of the heat from the hot glue. I'm going to fold the stuffing over, add some more hot glue, and also fold more stuffing over. And you can also use a marker to mold it so that way you don't touch the hot glue. And here's how it turned out. And I also colored it more with markers on top. I'm going to trim it and glue it on the stick of the applicator. Here it is with the applicator on. And here's what it looks like with the lid closed. Alright, and now for the last part, we're going to be making the top handle of the container. I'm going to take some aluminum foil, and now I'm going to shape the foil. So here's what mine looks like so far, and it's like a little flat circle. And I'm just going to place another sheet on top, mold it around it, and here it is. And now I'm going to grab this really thin piece of cardboard, cover it with silver sticker paper. Here it is. I'm going to tape the sides together to form a circle. So here it is, and it's a really small circle. I'm just going to glue that on the lid. Here it is, and I also filled the inside with hot glue. And this is because the tinfoil transfers heat really fast and it becomes really hot when it's in contact with hot glue. So for here, I'm just going to put on some tape once the glue is dried and attach it in place like that. Alright, and now we're done making the lip oil. So here's what it looks like with the lid on, and also when you take out the lid. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you made one along with the video, I bet it turned out amazing. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!